Cho, what's good? It's your boy Christian Alejandro, known as Can of Wine. And today, what I'm doing here is, oh, don't mind the background music. I'm in the background outside. I mean, so you hear Mother Nature. I just want to do things outside while I'm crafting the background. But yeah, today's talk is going to be about things to consider when searching for a wine harvest internship. Um, right now, I'm actually going through the process of doing my second harvest internship in Santa Barbara County area, and I'm actually just looking for other things abroad too for 2023. And, just want to share my experiences and my experience and my wisdom that I gained through my first year last year, which is pretty gnarly to transfer from the East Coast to the West Coast to do this, and now doing this all over again, but more refined. Um, but I think this is just the beginning process. These are just things to consider if you want to participate in working in wine production. That's all. There's gonna be multiple videos. There's gonna be multiple more steps. Um, but these are things that I believe should consider while searching for a wine harvest internship. All right. So, number 1, why? Why do you want to do it? You'll see me. Why do you want to do it? Why do you want to work in the wine production area? Are romanticized by wine, or did you just get bit by the wine bug? Such an important reason is why. Why do you want to do it? There's a beauty towards it. There's a beautiful feeling that comes from actually making a product and knowing that next year or in a couple months that product is gonna be in people's hands. So I come from a background of making a business with my hands, edible business, and then always working with my hands, working in kitchens, being a server, and then transitioning to production. I've always used my hands. So I had my why reason. My why reason was to experience and develop my professional career and goals that I have in the long term vision, in my long term vision. So I know my why reason. If you're just starting off to get into wine, it's a cool avenue, especially if you're young and in college, and especially if you study agriculture. Very big genre there. Um, that would be a very good experience to have. Numero dos. I don't know how to say it like that. Location of the internship. I'm gonna really focus on just the United States because I don't have that much experience abroad. Uh, but if if we're just focusing on the United States, what part of the country are you in within the United States, right? United States is leading wine producing country in the world. So, you know, if you're in the United States, you could be near a wine production area. If you're on the West Coast, forget about it. You're living in the land right here. All of West Coast from north to south, from Washington, Oregon to all California, even to Mexico, Baja. So you're pretty good there. If you're on the East Coast, there's some areas around there. You got the Finger Lakes, I mean, you have New York. I heard Virginia, North Carolina, Arizona produces stuff. But Arizona is not there. Arizona is central, United States. Um, but venture out, just get out your world, get out your nest. That's one thing I really go about. You gotta get out your nest. Trust me. I'm from born in New York, raised in Miami, moved to Boston, left my nest, and now I'm in California a year later. Like, trust me, it is well worth your. You get rounded out so much, culturally wise. You know, you get so diversified. So I would consider that. What state are you in? You know, like I said, if you're on the West Coast, you're all gold. You're golden. If you're on the East Coast, a little bit more particular with that region, but things to consider. Like I said, another thing to think about within that is what wines are you enjoying? Do you like Pinot Noir or do you like Chardonnay? Do you like Cabernet Sauvignon? Do you like Malbec Merlot? Think about that's one key thing. That's a key major. Ding, 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 ding. Key major. Definitely think about what grapes you like. It's drinking already. So maybe that will be a key indicator to tell you, oh, maybe I could go to, Washington for Pinot Noir or Cabernet Sauvignon. I heard about them doing Syrah and stuff, or Oregon specifically for Pinot Noir and Riesling and things of that nature. But those were great varietals, Gruner, Veltliner. Um, but if you want to do like Rhone style wines, definitely Santa Barbara County, baby. You know, you got your Syrah, Grenache, Mourvedre. There's some Riesling here. You got Chardonnay over here, Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet on certain areas. You really gotta think about those questions. That's what I would believe. That's where I would suggest start off. What do you like drinking, and then find out where those grapes are grown in the United States. And then thirdly, within location would be climate forecast, right? Do you like hot regions like the desert, or places like Napa and Sonoma where it could get 120 from what I see, 110? Um, you know, or do you like very, very cold and rainy places like, Washington and Oregon? I can't do that. I'm a tropical being. That's why I had to be in California, especially Central California where it's really hot, but I'm right next to the ocean, so it's very cool at night. I got 30 degrees over here a couple times, like, yeah, 30, low 30s. So I was surprised from my first year winter here in California. It's not bad. It's not like Boston, but still, think about those two things. Do you like very warmer climate? Maybe you should think about Central Coast. Uh, do you like cooler climates, more rainy seasons? Go up north. Go to Washington. Go to Oregon. It gets hot over there. I don't know the climate and the microclimate or the mesoclimate within each area, but things to consider. All right. Um, once you find out, once understand the location where you're at, what state are you in? Um, are you near an area? What grape varieties you want to work with? What climate do you want to can you take on? The third one would be the regional area. Once you find all those out, start discovering and finding out wineries within the selected areas. So, for example, if you like warmer climate areas that are are hot but dry, Paso Robles. I heard Paso Robles gets pretty hot. Sonoma gets real hot. Napa, ooh, especially Napa. Um, if you like warmer, hot regions like that, or if you want like cooler places like Oregon, Washington, I don't think it gets past like 90 or 100. I don't know that region. Like I said, I know somebody's gonna be watching this, checking me, but all I know is that they're more cooler climate regions up there in Washington and Oregon. So they're more cooler versus Central Coast California, which is hot and higher pay rate. So the third thing to consider actually is production size. What I mean about production size, if you don't know, and if you're new to the game, um, wineries have production sizes where they'll produce either 1,000 cases or a small production size is 1,000 cases to 50,000 cases. A medium-sized winery is going to be 5,000 cases to 500,000 cases. A large winery is something over than 500,000 cases. Once you understand those numbers, um, you could pinpoint what type of experience you want to have, right? Some wineries like to go through how many gallons they produce. Some wineries like to go through how many tons they like to produce. One thumb, one good note that I always go by, rule of thumb, is talk about how many cases they have produced the year before. That gives you an estimate on how much they produce. And then on top of that, within understanding the production sizes, you get to know what type of experience you're going to have, generally speaking, right? So, internship experience, a smaller size winery, depending their case sizes, are is gonna be more hands-on. You're gonna wear a lot more roles, a lot more hats on your job. You feel me? So you're gonna be very multifaceted, and again, you're gonna wear a lot of multiple hats there. You're deeply hands-on, so this is a chance to ask direct questions, smart ones, to the winemaker, to the assistant winemaker, to the cellar master, to the cellar hand, or people that do have interns that do have production experience. So you get, and there's more of a community or relationship bond that's built with smaller size because it's a smaller team. You feel me? Medium sized wineries produce more than 50K to 500,000 cases. So that's a big gap right there. So depending the type of cases or the amount of cases they produce, you might be focusing like on 1 week. You might have a task to do, like you're gonna do just pump overs all week. You're gonna do one task. It's monotonous, but you're gonna do that. Within that monotonous work, you kind of special you least. My fourth consideration would be reach out to organization. We live in an era with Google uh, that refines anything you need. So, Google search wine internships. Our organization plugs are the Roots Fund, Natural Action, and Wine Unify. Those are three main organizations that I know of personally that not only provide wine education, they also provide just avenue to elevate your career in the wine industry. So a lot of the funds, they're primarily nonprofit organizations that in the industry. So if you're looking for an internship for the first time and you identify as BIPOC, you definitely want to check out the Roots Fund, Natural Action, and Wine Unify. So trust me, I'm a scholar of one of the three organizations, and I've benefited my education, my employment, and just so much more. And the community that I've built around is pretty gnarly. Now I'm pretty much every time I fly out to Chicago, Boston, New York, I always see hometown Miami, Atlanta. I'm well connected. LA, forget about it. We're good. We're Gucci out there. So yeah, those are the four considerations I would definitely advise to consider when thinking about doing a internship. And hopefully this helped you out. Let me know what you think down below. Comment here, subscribe up here. I guess wherever I put it, it's fun. It's new. Dale, mad love. Can of wine out. Hey.